How to update your estate plan after major life changes. An outdated estate plan could put your kids, your money, and your home in the wrong hands. The good news is keeping it current doesn't have to be complicated. Hi, I'm Dr. Ray Gervasio. In 30 years as an attorney, I've seen families torn apart, wealth drained, and years wasted in court, all because of poor planning. We make sure that doesn't happen. If you want to protect what you've built and keep your family out of court, call us 408 945 3950. When should you update your estate plan? The most important time to look at your estate plan is after a life change. Think of it like a map. You wouldn't use an old map if the roads have changed. So why use an outdated estate plan when your life looks different today than it did a few years ago? Marriage is one of the biggest reasons to review your estate plan. A new spouse often changes who you want to inherit, who you want making medical decisions, and even how your assets are titled. Divorce is another key moment. If your ex-spouse is still listed in your plan, they may remain in control of things you no longer want them to handle. The birth of a child or a grandchild also triggers the need for updates. You may want to add them as beneficiaries or adjust how your estate is divided to make sure they're included. Sadly, the death of someone named in your plan, whether a spouse, child, trustee, or executor, also require updates. Someone else will need to step in to fill those important roles. Major financial changes are another clear signal. Selling a business, buying new property, receiving an inheritance, or even entering retirement all change your financial picture. If your plan doesn't reflect these shifts, it could leave gaps or create tax issues for your family. Moving to another state is also critical. Estate laws vary from place to place, and what worked in one state may not hold up in another. If you've moved, especially across state lines, your plan should be reviewed right away. Finally, changes in your health are a strong reason to revisit your plan. A new medical diagnosis or long-term care need means your healthcare directives and financial powers of attorneys must be up to date to match your wishes. What steps should you take after a major life event? Once you realize a change is needed, there's a clear path to updating your plan so it works the way you intend. The first step is to review your estate plan with fresh eyes. Pull out your will, trust, healthcare directives, and powers of attorney. Ask yourself, do these documents still reflect my current life, family, and wishes today? If something feels outdated, it's time to make adjustments. Next, talk to your family and trusted advisors. Estate planning isn't just paperwork. It's about communication. If you're making big changes, your loved ones should understand what you plan. This can reduce surprises later and make it easier for them to follow through on your wishes. Working with an experienced estate planning attorney is also critical. Laws change, and the language in your documents must comply with current regulations. An attorney can make sure your updates are legally sound, tax efficient, and structured to truly protect your family. Updating beneficiaries and legal designations is another important step. Many assets, like life insurance policies and retirement accounts, pass directly to the named beneficiaries and skip the will or trust entirely. If those names are outdated, your assets could end up in the wrong hands. Check your designations carefully and update them when needed. If you don't already have a living trust, or if your living trust needs adjustments, now is the time to handle that. A living trust can simplify asset distribution and help avoid probate, keeping things easier for your loved ones. Updating a trust after a major event ensures it reflects your latest preferences. Healthcare directives should also be reviewed. If your wishes about medical treatment have changed, or if the person you appointed is no longer the best choice, update these documents. Your healthcare proxy should always be someone you trust fully to speak on your behalf. You'll also want to consider tax implications in charitable giving. Tax laws can change, and your financial situation may shift after a major event. An estate planning attorney or financial advisor can help you explore charitable giving strategies or gifting options that reduce tax burden while benefiting your heirs. Finally, make sure your updated documents are stored securely but are still accessible. Keeping them in a safe place, and let your executor, trustee, or key family members know where to find them. An estate plan only works if the right people can access it when the time comes. What mistakes should you avoid? When updating an estate plan, just as important as knowing what to do is knowing what not to do. One of the biggest mistakes is failing to update beneficiary designations. Even if you change your will, Outdated designations on retirement accounts or life insurance policies will override your new plan. Another mistake is forgetting to name backup executors or trustees. Life is unpredictable, and if your first choice can't serve, you'll need an alternate in place to ensure a smooth process. Overlooking digital assets is also becoming more common. Online accounts, digital property, and even things like cryptocurrency wallets should be included in your plan. If not, your loved ones may struggle to access or manage them. Delaying updates after a major life event is another pitfall. The longer you wait, the greater the chance your outdated plan could cause problems for your family. Address changes as soon as possible to make things easier down the road. If you've recently gone through a major life change and aren't sure if your estate plan is still protecting you and your family, don't put it off. If you got through a major life change, now is the time to make sure your estate plan reflects it. And if you don't have a plan yet, this is the perfect moment to start one. Give us a call at 408 945 3950 for that consultation, and we'll help you put the right protections in place for your family and future. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.